So, hold on. I want more. Welcome back to Casey's Backyard Barbecue. Today we're gonna be doing some party wings. Gonna do them spicy, gonna do them smoked, and we're gonna try to get them crispy. Here we go. All right, guys, now we got ourselves a plate of chicken wings that has been thawed out overnight. They started off as little frozen little party bites, and they already came pre-cut frozen, but that's totally okay. But it's about the night before we're gonna be doing the grill, so we're gonna get together a marinade. I'm gonna take one of our beautiful Ziploc bags, and for our marinade, what we're gonna be doing is starting with just a simple Italian dressing, a 2-part pickle juice. One is just regular pickles, and the other one I actually picked up this very spicy Sucker Punch Fiery Heat 3 pepper spears. I think it's gonna add a little bit of heat to the flavor, but we love having a little bit of that pickle juice flavor in our chicken. And to that, we're going to add just about a tablespoon or maybe a teaspoon of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, and then a big helping of Frank's Red Hot. And we'll go ahead and get our wings in there. And quick reminder, these are thawed wings. I'm not putting these in frozen. They have been thawing overnight in the fridge. Now what I'm gonna try to do is get as much air as I can out of this bag. And this is just gonna chill in our fridge overnight until we're ready to start the next process tomorrow morning. And you could probably put this in the fridge between anywhere 2 to 5 hours, but we're actually gonna do it overnight. It's not gonna hurt it. Allow those flavors to really soak in there. And then we'll hit you guys up tomorrow morning for next step. Our chicken has now been marinating overnight in our sauce. And what we gotta do now is we gotta take it all out. We're gonna pat it all as dry as we possibly can get. Time to pull all these chicken wings out. We're just gonna try to dry them right now. I'm gonna put them on a little bit of a paper towel. Kind of get the bottom side. The marinade should have gotten enough time to get inside here, so we have enough flavor. Now when it comes down to chicken wings, straight up, they're chicken wings. There's about as many different ways to do chicken wings as there are people on the earth. So you can decide whatever flavors that you like. We're doing a little bit of the pickle juice with the brine, and we also put some hot sauce in there because we're gonna be doing some hot wings today. Our goal is we wanna try to get these crispy on the smoker, which is always a little bit of a tough thing to do. When you cook them chicken low and slow, you tend to get a bit of that rubbery skin at the end. So we're gonna be trying to crisp it up, and we got a little trick for you on that one. Now we're just gonna pat all these wings as dry as possible. I'm just gonna grab them with a paper towel, pat all the extra parts of them out like this. Set them aside for now while we get our rub ready. Brine has done its job. It's got in there, it's gone overnight. The flavor's already into the wing. We got 3 goals we're going with the chicken wings today. We're gonna flavor them to our liking, but we are trying to do A, flavorful, B, smoked, and C, crispy. And that's the trifecta of wings. Drying off the marinade, wanna get the crispy wings. The marinade of that, guys, has got a pretty decent smell to it, and it's not too strong, but it has those notes of hot sauce, a little bit of that Italian dressing, and that pickle juice definitely makes a flavor. We are a big fan of chicken and pickle juice. I think it works for chicken really, really well. Kind of a classic combination of flavors there. For our rub today, we are going to be doing a little bit more complex, but we want to get a lot of flavor on our chicken wings, and we're going spicy. Recipe is going to be calling for 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon of garlic, half a tablespoon of black pepper, a tablespoon of kosher salt, half a teaspoon of mustard powder, 1/8 of a teaspoon of celery seed, and because we're going spicy, we got a tablespoon and a half of cayenne pepper. take a whiff of that just to see. I think that's gonna be perfect. I can already smell the heat on it. All right, now for our little trick that we're gonna be doing in order to get this crispy, nice wings is we're gonna be using aluminum-free baking powder. Not baking soda, baking powder. And aluminum-free, so we don't get that metallic taste. Now I got about 5 pounds of chicken wings here, and I'm gonna be doing 1 tablespoon per 2 pounds. So I'm gonna be putting 2 tablespoons of this into a mixing bag here. And this is gonna be that secret recipe for the crisping agent. And then to that, we're gonna go ahead and just add our rub mix. So we have a combination of baking powder and our rub. Now we just take that, we're gonna mix it up a bit so it's all together now. It's an interesting pink color. Now we're gonna add our patted dry chicken wings to this bag with the powder. And we're gonna give that a nice shake. Gonna leave some air on the outside so I have some room for this stuff to shake around. And now it's just time to get those wings nice and covered. And I will say that looks pretty good and coated to me. All right, now we got out our nice basket tray. Just picked this one up. We're gonna see how it does, but I think this is gonna work out perfectly for smoking some chicken wings. All right, those guys are a little tight on there, but it's gonna let a little less air for the crispiness. And what I'm hoping is that we can tend to it a little bit, and we'll be flipping them very regularly through it. Now that we have it on there, I'm gonna hit it one more time with our rub, just to kind of get a nice dry rub on the outside. And now it's time, fire up the pit. For our woods today, we're going to be using a combination of post oak and cherry wood for our wings. Hopefully it gives us a nice good flavor. All right, it's time to put these chicken wings on the pit here. And we're going to put them right down here in the middle. And we got our temps rocking right around 260 degrees right now. And we're going to let that chill here on the smoker, try to get all that smoke flavor in the chicken, hopefully crisp it up a little bit. Probably about half hour, 45 minutes, we'll come out and check on it, see how they're doing. Flip them back over, and we'll kind of keep tabs on it at that point. All right, these chicken wings have been on for about an hour now, and it's looking, they're starting to get pretty crispy. The smoking flavor is getting pretty good in there. So I'm gonna give these guys a flip, and you can kind of see some of them are getting nice and crispy. But we wanna get them a little bit more separated. They did shrink up a bit. I'm gonna give them all a good turn here. All right, we're just gonna give that 30 minutes more there. I think they're gonna get nice and crispy. Then we're gonna be cranking the temperature over here on our propane side of the grill, which is a great thing about the char griller, to get that final crisp up. All right, the wings have been on there about another half hour, and they're looking quite nice. Got a little bit of charring, and I don't mind that on my wings. I think that gives it a nice little bite, but they're smelling wonderful, and they're looking pretty nice and golden brown. Next step here, got our propane side heating up on this side. We're gonna be cranking this up to 425 degrees, putting them on there just to get that final crisp on our wings. And then while we're waiting for that to happen, we're gonna get a sauce going. Now we're gonna get these transferred over to our propane side. So off of the low and slow and onto the hot and fast. Get those nice and crisp up. And now while we're waiting for the wings to get done, we're gonna cook up our sauces. I'm gonna start with just plain old half stick of butter. Fire it up on the propane here. And we're just gonna do that until it's melted, because we're gonna be making 2 sauces today. Our butter's pretty much up to a boil here, and we're just gonna be separating this into 2 different bowls. Basically all I wanna do, melted butter, a little bit in bowl number 1, a little bit in bowl number 2, and we're gonna keep our sauces fairly simple today as well. For our first sauce, we're going to be doing a very traditional buffalo sauce. Going to be using Frank's Red Hot. Very generous portions of that. And we're actually going to add a little bit of that to this. Got our Sweet Baby Ray's, our classic barbecue sauce. Put a little Frank's Red Hot in there. I'm going to add a little bit of Sweet Baby Ray's. To give it our absolute kick, I got this wonderful stuff that we picked up in Arizona, Jerome's Reaper. So this is Reaper hot sauce. If it was just this sauce, this wings would kick your butt, but I want to give it a little bit of kick. So we're gonna go ahead and add that to this sauce here. Not too much, just a couple of dribbles. And we'll get those two stirred up. So again, this one is butter, Reaper sauce, Frank's Red Hot, and a bit of a Reaper sauce on there. And this one's a traditional buffalo, which is Frank's Red Hot and some butter. These guys are ready to come off here. Been just about 10 minutes. I just turned the propane off. And let's see how we got going on here. That is a pretty nice looking wing. Oh, and that definitely, yep, we got some crisp on there, guys. Ooh, they're very hot, of course. They just come up at 400 degrees, but man, oh man, those are looking very nice. The smell, unbelievable too. Now, while we're still hot here, I'm gonna get these tossed in our sauces. I'm gonna do about like a 50-50 here. I like to put the wings in right as they come off the grill, so they're nice and spicy and hot. And that's our traditional buffalo sauce there. And we're gonna leave a couple of these plain because I do want to kind of try to see what kind of flavors we got. I think these are gonna be really, really punch you in the face with flavor. Look how delicious. Does that look amazing or what? That looks really, really good. Kind of a traditional hot wing right there. All right, now it's time for the official taste test. We're gonna peel that open. Peels right apart, perfectly done chicken. I wanna get a little bit of that outside there. Skin could be a little crispier, but we still got a good crisp on it. That was excellent. All right, we're gonna see how this goes. So we've got a lot of spice here. Give this one a go. It was unbelievable. Got a little bit of that Reaper too. Very good. You hear the crispiness? It's crunchy. Oh, it's such a good wing. Very good. Now we're gonna try one. Gotta hit up our traditional buffalo style sauce here too. Get a good dip in there. Look at that wing. That looks just amazing, doesn't it? Take a look at that. Great sauce, amazing flavor. Ooh, a lot of heat on the back end there, guys. Woo! Should just start with the Reaper. All right, here we go. Traditional. That vinegar tang of the traditional. Man, it's got good crisp to it. And that's got everything we want. Smoke flavor, the marinade flavor, all of that got in the chicken. We got that spicy rub. That is a complex, I would almost say it's like a competition flavored like wing. This is amazing. I don't know how many of these I can actually eat, to be honest with you. It's so flavorful. But when it comes down to chicken wings, final thoughts. Number one, blue cheese. But when it comes down to wings, you can do them however you want. You can do them mild, spicy, dry, wet, fried, deep fried, any way possible. Just the way that we're gonna try it right now. And I gotta say, this is probably one of the best wings I have ever eaten. Ooh, that's got some serious heat to it. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that is no joke, that's perfect. That is amazing. There's like so much back end heat. It's like the heat hits you in like layers. Like you get the hot sauce right on the front end, bam, that, right, that first initial hit. Then you back it up a little bit. You got the rub hot sauce, bang, and then that hits you. And then there's that spicy pickle sauce that goes all the way down to the back end that's in that marinade. It's got like layers of spice behind it, and it is absolutely delicious. It all works together perfectly. Oh, couldn't ask for a better wing. Hope you guys enjoy.